The knock came just after midnight, soft, unsure, almost lost in the hum of the rain. If you've ever felt your heart pause at an unexpected sound in the dark, stay with this story until the very end, because what happened next changed 3 lives forever. And if stories that restore faith in humanity move you, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Your support helps us bring more real, heart-touching stories like this to you. Ethan Cross had just set his phone on the nightstand when he heard it. Another knock. He frowned. No one ever knocked on his door at this hour. As CEO of a billion-dollar construction company, he lived in a quiet, gated neighborhood where emergencies were handled by security, not neighbors. He slipped on a sweater and walked downstairs, every step echoing louder than usual. When he opened the door, the sight before him made his breath catch. A little girl stood there barefoot on the wet stone path, her hair damp, her oversized hoodie hanging off one shoulder. She clutched a small pink flashlight with trembling hands. Her eyes were wide, glossy with fear, yet determined in a way only children can be when they're trying to be brave for someone else. "Mister," she whispered, looking up at him, "can you fix our door?" "Mommy's scared." Ethan knelt immediately, his world narrowing to the child in front of him. Hey, it's okay," he said softly. "What's your name?" "Lily," she replied, glancing back toward the dark house next door. "The door won't close. The wind keeps pushing it. Mommy keeps saying it'll be okay, but she's shaking." Something inside Ethan shifted. He had negotiated hostile boardrooms, faced lawsuits worth millions, and fired executives without flinching, but this broke through every wall he'd built. "Let's go check it out," he said gently, grabbing his keys and jacket. "You did the right thing." Next door, the house looked tired, peeling paint, sagging porch steps, a front door hanging crooked on its hinges, banging softly with each gust of wind. Inside, a woman stood frozen, her arms wrapped around herself. When she saw Ethan, panic flashed across her face, followed quickly by embarrassment. "I'm so sorry," she said hurriedly. "Lily shouldn't have bothered you. Her voice cracked. "The landlord said he'd come next week." "It's no bother," Ethan replied. "I'm Ethan, and you are Maria," she said quietly. He inspected the door. The frame was warped, the lock stripped almost clean. Any strong push could force it open. He looked back at Maria, then at Lily, who was clutching her mother's leg now. "This isn't safe," he said. "Do you have tools?" Maria shook her head. "I barely have groceries until Friday." Ethan didn't hesitate. He went back to his house, returned with a toolbox, wood screws, metal braces, and a portable work light. As rain soaked his sleeves, he worked carefully, measuring, reinforcing, realigning. Lily sat nearby holding the flashlight, watching him like he was performing magic. "Are you a builder?" she asked. He smiled. "Something like that." An hour later, the door shut with a solid, comforting click. No rattling, no gaps. Maria covered her mouth, tears spilling freely. "I don't know how to thank you," she whispered. Ethan stood, wiping his hands. "Just promise me you'll sleep a little easier tonight." As he turned to leave, Lily hugged his leg without warning. "Thank you for fixing the scary door," she said. He walked back home, but sleep didn't come. He kept thinking about the fear in Lily's eyes, the way Maria tried to hide her own terror to protect her child. The next morning, he looked up the property records. What he found made his jaw tighten. The house had failed multiple safety inspections. That afternoon, Ethan made a call. Within days, contractors arrived, not just to fix the door, but to repair windows, wiring, plumbing. Maria thought it was a mistake when she saw them. "They said it's paid for," she told Ethan later, her voice shaking. "All of it," he nodded. "It is." Weeks passed. Ethan learned Maria worked 2 jobs, cleaning offices at night and cashiering during the day. Lily stayed home alone too often, pretending not to be scared. One evening, Ethan invited them for dinner. It was awkward at first, Maria clearly uncomfortable in his modern kitchen, but Lily quickly made herself at home, asking questions and laughing in a way that filled the empty space Ethan had lived with for years. Months later, Ethan offered Maria a job at his company, not charity, but a real position in community outreach, helping identify unsafe housing projects. She had insight no consultant could buy. A year after that midnight knock, Lily ran across a stage at her school awards ceremony, waving a certificate for academic excellence. In the audience, Maria cried openly. Ethan clapped harder than anyone. Later that night, Lily tugged on Ethan's sleeve. "You know," she said seriously, "if you didn't open the door that night, everything would be different."